This is Dabu7. A heads up for what may potentially happen this evening as we have a massive anti-Trump protest planned in New York City for this Thursday evening. We have these protesters saying that they plan to demonstrate against Donald Trump, and they're going to do so in Manhattan, and they're saying at least 10,000 people are going to show up. Now, we've heard this before when they said that they were going to do this at Trump Tower, where we witnessed paid protesters show up for $16 an hour, and we exposed it. Well, these same people are looking to show up here again to counter Trump. And not only him, it's got the same groups. MoveOn.org has jumped in here. The same Soros-backed groups we've talked about over and over and over. So many of them saying that this is going to be way bigger than Chicago. And they've been targeting this apparently for some time quietly. They're saying the protest will begin at approximately 5:30 p.m. in front of the Black Tie fundraiser at the Grand Hyatt Hotel in Manhattan, where Trump, Cruz, and Kasich are scheduled to speak. Now, we'll just have to wait and see what happens here, but I'm going to say this much. There are a lot of different protests that are going down, and a lot of different people from these protests are looking to converge on this one when theirs are over. So this will probably see a good amount of people, I would say, this evening. Remember, last time they called for, I think, 5,000. Maybe it was 10,000. I can't remember, but only about 1,000 showed up. And of those, many of them admitted they were paid protesters. So if we have any streamers on the ground out there and I can provide any coverage, I will. I think Eric is going to be providing an event or coverage for an event this evening as well, starting at 4 p.m. in Philly. So a lot of different things going on, but I'd keep your eye on this one because you're going to see a repeated theme here over and over and over. And when it really does hit the fan, and say in Cleveland, when all these groups, over 50,000 people are going to be in the city, all in the streets, you can expect that that's going to be their last-ditch attempt to try to counter Trump, and that's going to be massive as well. So they're going to throw everything they got into that Cleveland convention, and they're trying to derail Trump. So whether you're for him or against him, I just want people to know this is where it sits. And when it comes to these protesters in the streets that many people may see this evening and from here on out, you better get a clue as to who they really are. And we've been doing some digging into the organizers of this whole Democracy Spring, and we'll be talking more about them and what we've come up with and exactly what we believe these people are up to. We'll be exposing all that from D.C. So stay tuned for that because it should be pretty interesting with everything we found, what we're going to throw out there. I think people are going to want to hear exactly who these people are, what they're about, and hopefully we can ask them some questions in the flesh and see what their answers are going to be, and we're going to hold them to it. Plus, we're going to hold them to the statements that they initially made before this whole thing popped off with Democracy Spring. So a lot to that. Real Talk Live on Spiro's channel, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Friday. And as far as these Trump events and everything going down, if we can pick up a streamer out there, I'll try to mirror it on 777. If you're up there in NYC, you're going to be covering this event, let me know. And I'll do the best I can to share it on my channel and get it out there and let people see what's really going on. So people can know that these people taking to the streets en masse are the same groups time and time again, being paid. It's been Dabu7.